Okay guys, we're gonna try this one more time. I'm Therese Apel with the Clarion Ledger, and to those of you that are calling me right now, I'm sorry, and cars that are stopping, I'm live, so I can't answer the phone. I'm sorry. Anyway, I apologize for all the technical difficulties. At this point, what we know about this scene is that, actually, would you guys comment if you can actually see this? Yeah, I see that now we've got viewers. We've had technical difficulties. But what we know at this point about this scene is that we do have a male victim. He was shot multiple times. Now I'm going to turn the camera around and let you see kind of what police have told us about what happened. What we understand is that the victim was walking down this street and the car came up behind him and they were taking shots at him. And he was able to make it over there to where you see those police by that car. I don't want to zoom in too much because that's where they're still waiting on the coroner at this point. So, okay, and thank y'all so much to the people that are talking about how you can see the live stream, because it has been a mess. Basically, what we know at this point about what Jackson police are looking for. As I've said, we have a victim shot multiple times. It's around McFadden Street and Wynn Street is what we're told. They're looking for two suspects in a gold Saturn. The tag is MEL 336, or at least that's what police believe they're looking for at this time. That's who they believe the suspects are. They do have several witnesses. We saw them talking to several people on this scene. I'm going to walk up here. Well, I'm not going to get hit by a car, but I'll walk over here so you can kind of see down this way a little bit more. It looks like the coroner is here on scene. So you can see all the people that were at home during this time. This happened in broad daylight, and like I said, if you're just tuning in, apparently the victim was walking down this street and the vehicle came up behind him and started to shoot at him. He was able to make it over there to where you see those police cars and officers, and that black van is the coroner's van. So at this point, basically, that's what we know. We all spoke with Commander Jones just a few minutes ago, and he told us those things. And of course, at this point, police are just kind of, they just buckle down and do their job, because you don't expect to have a homicide in the middle of the day where a car apparently follows somebody shooting at them. When we know more, when we know a victim's ID, when we know a suspect's ID or a motive or anything like that, we'll let you know, both on Twitter, here on Facebook, on ClarionLedger.com. And again, this is Jackson's 13th homicide of the year. Now, they did have the quadruple shooting that occurred last week that does skew those numbers. But at this point, this is up a lot from last year. So police are working to try and find different ways to get people to work on, as Chief Vance calls it, conflict resolution. We had a press conference this morning about the Violence Reduction Network, and one of the things that he talked about was just the fact that people are so willing to shoot each other, and that's something that we've been having to battle as a city for quite some time now. That's what causes these kind of homicides, is people that have beefs with each other and show up with a weapon. So that's kind of what police believe happened here. This is the scene we're looking at. That house over there where you see the black van and the police cars, that is where the victim ended up. And we have all these witnesses, all these people who were home. Some of them are witnesses. And I did hear a man telling detectives that he was trying to help save the guy. So there have been plenty of people that have been out talking to police during this event. And again, if you're just tuning in, it happened here. We are told that the victim was walking down this street and was followed by a gold Saturn, tag number MEL 336, and he ended up in that yard over there. Let me just double check that tag number. Sorry, that's MEL 366. So if you happen to know anything at all about this crime, you can call JPD at 601-960-1234. That's 601-960-1234, or you can call Crime Stoppers and remain anonymous at 601-355-TIPS. That's 601-355-TIPS, which I believe translates to 8477. So that's what we've got right now. I'm going to go back to the office and write this up along with other news for the day. For the Clarion Ledger here on, at the corner of Wynn Street, I'm Therese Apel.